Welcome back, kids. So let us start revision exercise. Revision exercise question number 1. Find the predecessor of 1 in whole numbers. Now, if we want to find predecessor, what we are doing? We just used to do minus 1. So 1 minus 1, you will get 0. So your answer is 0. Question number 2. Does every natural number have a predecessor? Yes, but 1 does not have predecessor. Why? Because the predecessor of 1 is 0 and 0 is not a natural number. Okay. Question number 3. Which of the following does not represent 0? So here 1 plus 0, what you will get? 1. Then 0 into 0, you will get 0. 0 divided by 2, you will get 0. 10 minus 10 means 0. Again 0 divided by 2, you will get 0. So what is our question? Which of the following does not represent 0? So first one, this does not represent 0. Other all represent 0. Question number 4. Here you have to give 3 examples each to show that the whole numbers are not closed under subtraction and division. Now let us understand first the meaning of this question. Here your question is you have to give examples in which whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. Means if you will subtract the whole number, you will not get the whole number. The closure property which we understood, it is applicable here. So here we have to give 3 examples. So let us understand from the example itself. Let us take first example, 3 minus 6. Now here we know 3 is also a whole number, 6 is also a whole number. But if you minus 6 from 3, what you will get? You will get minus 3. So this minus 3, this is not a whole number. Understood? So this way we have to give 3 examples. Let us take another example. 6 minus 7. Again here also you will get minus 1. Let us take third example. 4 minus 6. Okay, so these are the 3 examples in which we will not get the whole number. Now for division also we can apply the same closure property. Let us understand that. So for division, if you will do, how you are going to do? See, 2 divided by 4. So if you divide 2 by 4, what you are going to get? You are going to get 0 0.5. So this is not a whole number. Similarly, second one you can take 1 upon 3, then you can take 4 upon 6. So these are the examples for division. If you divide 4 by 6, 1 by 3, you will not get whole number. So you can write like this also, that is not a whole number. So this way you are going to do the question number 4. Okay, clear? Now let us move to question number 5. Find the sum using commutative and associative property of addition. Here you are given the 4 numbers. So you will be making the pair of 2 numbers in which it will be easy for you for adding. So here you can see the unit place. So here in unit place it is 2 and here 8. So 2 plus 8 will give you 10. So you will get 1 0. So it will be easy for you for addition. So we will pair these two numbers and these two numbers. So first let us write it down. 2012 plus 308. So this is our pair plus 176 plus 244. Now if you will add these numbers, what you are going to get? If you will add this number, you will get 2320 plus if you add 176 and 244, you will get 420. Now you add this and you will get the final answer, which is 2740. So this is your answer. What we have done, we have just paired the numbers as per our convenience. It is not compulsory to pair these numbers only. If you find these two numbers addition easy, then you can add this two, then this two, and then you can add the final numbers. Similarly here in question 2, 199 plus 343 plus 217 plus 101. So here how you are going to pair? Same way, 199 plus 101. This two you will make the pair, and 343 plus 270. So if you will add this, what you are going to get? You will get 300, right? Plus here what you are going to get? You will get 560. Now you add these numbers. It is very easy to add. It will give you 860. So this is our answer. Now these three numbers are given. You can pair any two numbers and you can add the numbers. So 19875 plus 275. You add these two numbers, then you add this number. What you are going to get? You will get 20150 plus 174. So your final answer will be 20324. So this is your answer. Understood? Now question number 6, fill in the blanks. 679 plus dash is equal to 679. So what you will add to get this? You will add 0. So if you add 0 to any number, the number remains same. Now here 834 plus dash is equal to 835. So what you will add to this, then you will get this number. If you add 1, then you will get the next number, succeeding number. If you want, what you are doing? You are adding 1 to it. Next one, dash multiplied by 1 is equal to 592. So anything multiplied by 1 remains the same. So here 592 multiplied by 1 is equal to 592. Fourth one, 1004 multiplied by dash is equal to 0. So anything multiplied by 0 will give you 0. Next one, 3412 minus dash is equal to 3412. So it will give you 0. This minus 0 will be same. Now this one, 600 multiplied by dash is equal to 6000. So here what happens? Here it is 2 zeros and here it is 3 zeros. So 1 0 you need to multiply. So your answer will be 10. Question number 7. 199 multiplied by 3. Now here we are not going to multiply this number, but what we will do? We will try distributive property. We have done distributive property sums. Many sums we have done. So this is, we know, near to 200. So 200 minus 1 multiplied by 3. This is our question. Now this 3 we will distribute to both the numbers. So 3 multiply 200 minus 3 multiply 1. So 3 into 200 you will get 600 minus 3. So your answer will be 597. So what you got? 597. Similarly here also 403 multiplied by 2. So it is 400 plus 3 multiplied by 2. So 2 into 400 plus 2 into 3. You will get 800 plus 6. So your answer is 806. Now last question of this exercise. A taxi driver filled his petrol tank with 40 liters of petrol on Monday. The next day he filled the tank with 50 liters of petrol. If the petrol cost 54 per liter, how much did he spend in all? So here also we are going to do distributive property. See how. First on Monday, how much petrol he filled? 40 liters, right? So 40 liters plus next day how much? 50 liters. So 40 liters plus 50 liters. So overall cost of per liter it is 54. So multiply by 54. Okay. So what we got? We got 40 plus 50 multiplied by 54. Now this 54 we will distribute to both. So 54 multiplied by 40 plus 54 multiplied by 50. So if you will multiply 54 by 4, what you are going to get? 0, 4 4s are 16, 1 on carry. 4 5s are 20 plus 1, 21. Plus again 0, 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25 plus 2, 27. Now you add this numbers, then you will get 4860 rupees. Okay. So this was our revision exercise. So we have finished our chapter, students. Regularly I will be sending you PDF files also with the videos. So you keep writing in your notebook and practice all the sums in your rough book. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Stay home. Stay safe.